I think a person with a visual impairment, the general preconception is, oh, they might not be able to do that job, or they might not be able to fully engage with the team or with the general public. If you can overlook that impairment and have honest conversations about what is required and what can help them do the job and work alongside the team, you'll find that you can literally deal with any problem, just overcome that initial fear of the unknown.
Yeah, I think there's a fear that people will say the wrong thing and that they don't necessarily know how they would work in a normal working environment and what they need to do, but I learned that all it takes is just to ask the person and they're quite open about it.
If you take that time and see a person in front of you, the rest of it will melt away. You won't have to choose every word you say. If you speak to the person, you ask the question, you're likely to get an answer.
But I think the major hurdle, first of all, was learning about the technology available for visually impaired people. I had absolutely no idea before I started, and everyone was amazed by what you can do on the computer. So I think that was our major hurdle to begin with. And after that, really, it was quite easy. All the fears and the preconceptions you have, they disappear because you can have an open discussion with that person about, is the computer okay? Is the technology okay? Have you found the kitchen okay? Here is everything and anything that you need. And you worry that won't necessarily be the easiest thing to do, but actually it's fine. You can employ a visually impaired person. And I think teams do know that when they've had a visually impaired person before, but teams that haven't, I just think it's a great experience because you see that there aren't any barriers.
My advice is, you don't know until you try. And don't assume that the person cannot do it. Perhaps see, what can you do to ensure they can do it? And perhaps you will bring that person out. Perhaps you will take away that stigma from having a person with a disability in your workplace. And perhaps you will be the one to bring positive change, not only to the workplace, but to the community.